Good morning. Welcome to SAM Project Excel Module 2. So you'll want to find this in Content, and then you'll have to do all the way down on Module 2, Load More, and then you'll pull up your digital materials. So today you're an assistant manager at Rough Stitch Clothing, and your boss wants you to do a profit analysis worksheet. So the first thing we'll do is come down to the bottom, go to Profit Analysis Worksheet, and it says it wants us to change the width of column A. Select the column A, go over to Format, Column Width, and instead of 1313, we want 15, not 155, 15, and we say OK. The next thing it wants us to do is go up here to Row 1, and it wants you to use Auto Fit. So go back to Format, Auto Fit Row Height. Perfect. The next thing it wants you to do is do some formulas. So we're going to come to B9. It's not bingo, and you want to do equals, sum, parentheses, and then you're going to click on B5 through B8 and hit enter. The next thing it wants you to do is make this formula work for all these columns. So you want to come down to this little square, and when your cursor turns into a little plus sign, you're going to drag it over, and then that formula has gone all the way over. So see, D5, D8, it worked for you. The next thing you want to do is, let's see, you want to make it an accounting format. So you're going to select B9 all the way through E9. Come up here to your number formatting and find accounting. Now they want this yellow, so we're going to select A9 through E9, come to your fill colors, and it wants standard color, and it wants column 4, row 1. There's only one row, so makes that pretty easy. Now it wants us to do some more formulas. First one it wants is an average. So we always put the equal sign when we're going to do a formula, and you can start typing, and there it is. And you can double click on average, and it wants B5 through B8, and enter. And then you come down to get it all the way across to our little square where it turns us into a plus sign. And there's your average. The next one is it wants the highest. So again, we come up to our formula bar, and I know for highest, I'm going to use max. And you can type it like that, or you can double click. Then it wants the cells you want the average from, which is B5 to B8, and enter. To get it across, we click on the cell, go down to our little box, make it our plus sign, and drag all the way across. And the last one, it wants minimum or lowest. So we come up, hit our equal sign, type M, I, and look, it already pulled it up, so we can double click on it. And again, we want B5 through B8. Enter. Click on that, pull it across, and look what we have. We have averages, highs, and lows for each year. All right, the next thing it looks like it wants us to do is, I forgot one step, it wants us to highlight A9 through E9, and I forgot about the border. So you come up here to font, click down on the borders, and it wants a thick border, top and bottom. Sorry I forgot about that, but you can go back and do it with me. The next thing it wants is the amount of profit that was made. So all you have to do is hit equals the year on total minus the expenses down at B19, and then you hit enter. So I click on that, and again I pull it across for each year. But they want me to do some conditional formatting. And to do that, I want to come up here to conditional formatting, and I'm going to make a new rule, and I'm going to do format only cells that contain. So I went to formatting, conditional formatting, new rule, format only cells that contain. And we want only the cells that are less than 0. And then we're going to hit format. And then we want to fill red. And we say, okay. And we apply. So let's try it again. I'll show you again. Format. Rules. Here's our rule. Current selection. That's what I want. See? And okay. Did it work? All right. One more time. Format. New rule. Cells that contain between less than 0. Format. Fill. Red. Okay. Okay. There it went. Yay! So this is the only year we didn't make any money. Now it wants us to go to page layout and make this a portrait. Then it wants our margin to go narrow. And then it asks us to highlight what we've done. So come down all the way down here. And we want to go to print area, pull it down, and set print area. So that's what will print when we print our worksheet. Now it asks us to go over here to the Employee Discount tab, way down there. And we forgot to input our IDs. So we're going to use a fun little deal. And you can tell that this uses the initials plus the department code. So we'll go in here and we'll say Maria Angeles, Women's Department, Department 010. Now, instead of typing all those out, because say you had a really long list, you can highlight those, come up here to Data, come over to Data Tools, and there's this little flash fill. It has like a little lightning rod. Click on it, and it will fill our formula. How cool is that? The next thing we want to do is choose column F, go back to Home, and we want to make this a percentage. So you don't have to use the pull down. We just want this the percent style. If we'd had any decimal points, we can move it right or left. All right. The next thing it wants us to do is come down here to the Sunday, and it wants the short date format. So you come up to number again, click your down arrow, and click short. Wonderful. And then the thing that I advise you to do is come back to this Documents tab, click on K-12 Teacher, and put your name, Robin Alden. And that way, when I pull it up, I can see what's going on. So let's look this over, and then you're done. It should say your name. Go to profit analysis. This is what I'm looking for. Go to employees. I'm looking for the employee ID and the percentages. All right, everybody. Good job today.